In this movie, I'm going to talk about using the presenter area in Adobe Connect. It's a wonderful feature to use, but there are times to use it and times to turn it off. So let's talk about it. I'm in one of my Connect rooms and it's not turned on right now. So I'm going to go up under the meeting menu and choose Enable Presenter Only Area. When I do that, I get this extra black section that pops out here on the right in between my layouts and my main screen. So I've got this little bar right here that I can move back and forth, and I'm just changing it for myself, no one else. So who can see this? Participants cannot see it. So if I go up here and drag myself down to a participant, or that didn't work, so let's do this. Now you will see that the presenter area is not showing, but when I make myself a presenter, it shows, and when I make myself a host, it shows. There we go. So it's only for hosts and presenters. It's a way for them to communicate. It's a place that you can store things that you're going to bring up soon. For example, if I had a poll question, and I'm just randomly grabbing a question here, if I knew that I was going to be using a poll question in the next few minutes, I might want to have it already loaded here so that instead of me having to go up to the menu and find it, it's right here. I can drag it over and resize it as needed. Another thing I like to do here is to keep notes. So if I am serving as a virtual producer for someone else, or if I'm holding my own event, I might want to have a little notepad right here with my agenda. You know, maybe the things I'm going to cover, maybe some notes. Another example would be if I'm teaching online and a student needs to leave early, or a student is having audio issues and they can't speak. I can put little notes to myself in there for the class. So things that you want to keep track of that you don't want your students to see. Another thing to know about the presenter area is anytime you go to bring something up, when the presenter area is enabled, it's automatically going into the presenter area. That can be a good thing. It can also be a pain in the butt if you're trying to set up a virtual room. So let me show you that. I'm going to close the presenter chat, and I'm going to bring it up again with the presenter area enabled. So I'm going to Pods, Chat, Presenter Chat. Notice that it popped up automatically in the presenter area because it's open. So let's close this again and let's turn off the presenter area so I can show you the difference. I'm disabling the presenter area, so now it's hidden. Now watch what happens when I go back under here and I bring up that presenter chat pod. It just places it randomly on the screen. So if you were in the middle of a class, that would be annoying if someone was doing that in the background. So that's the reason when you enable that presenter only area and you bring something up, it automatically goes into that area. It's doing that on purpose because you might not want it to go over someone's teaching at the same time, something like that. So the presenter area can be used to have a chat that you can keep track with presenters. As I said, it's a place that I like to store things that I'm going to be bringing up later. And just remember that as you resize it, it's only affecting your view. It's not affecting the other hosts and presenters on the meeting. So that's just a little background on the presenter area in Adobe Connect.